It was the summer of 1994. Warren G. and Nate Dogg were coming up with bold new innovations in the field of regulating, and yet the offspring still urged us to keep them separated. The nice actor who played Nordberg in the Naked Gun movies was in court over some kind of domestic dispute, and the new concept of the internet was fully optimized in the form of AOL over 56K dial-up. Now, I was a child of divorce from Philadelphia, and depending on the year and which parent I was with, I lived in Northeast, Center City, Elkins Park, Warminster, Abington. And one day my mom made a rash decision. She said to my brother and me, "You know, I've always wanted to live in Arizona." Are you guys packed yet? So we didn't really have much choice in the matter, and neither did my dad, so despite his objections, we were in the Explorer and on our way to Chandler, Arizona. Now, Arizona is a really weird fucking place to be a new kid. I knew I was a stranger in a strange land pretty quickly. Before I even got to the house, actually, we were in the car and it got really warm, so I did what any sensible person would do. I went to lower the window to, get some cool air in. Now, people fantasize about being able to go back in time and give advice to their younger selves. I picked that moment and go, no, don't do that, you'll burn your face off! So if anyone ever shrugs off to you the 116-degree Arizona heat and says, "But it's a dry heat," slide a bread knife into their abdomen and tell them, "But it's a serrated stabbing." And the sights and sounds in Arizona were incredible. Swimming pools seemed to be mandated by law. The ground was flat. It made me think I was on a movie set. I mean, the only difference between this stage and the ground out front of my house was if I trip and fell right now, I wouldn't get third-degree burns. And oranges became oranges, and forests became forests, and that wasn't really horrible, but it was horrible. And it was even worse when I started in school, because middle schoolers will definitely make you feel bad about yourself for saying things differently than other people. They weren't so mean about soda and pop, but I did get made fun of for bathing suit instead of swimsuit, and for saying I wanted to have a catch instead of play catch, sneakers instead of tennis shoes, because obviously if you want to play basketball, you want your tennis shoes for that. And the worst was saying lollipop when they said sucker. And I'll tell you why that was the worst one, because you don't realize how much of a sissy you sound like saying, "I want a lollipop," when that's not what they call it. So, eventually, I would get used to it. I lived there for 14 years. I became one of them. And then in 2008, I'd end up coming back out here to Philadelphia, where things were normal, where people had green lawns instead of green painted rocks out front, where you could lower the window to get cool air, and where people speak normally. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to get some gears and go down the shore and swim in the water with Sean's dog's daughter. Thank you.